Okay. I think we're pretty much good to go. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Doki Literature Club. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to quickly remind you guys that this thing is probably minutes from popping off into the insane, so let me just go ahead and hit you with that trigger warning, just like it says in the actual description and title of this stream slash recap. This is not for everyone. That being said, hopefully you guys enjoy, and if you do, you know what to do. Either way, here we go. Can do this. Haas 0312. Hopefully you guys are going to enjoy. Thank you so much for the follow, my dude. It is so cool to meet you. Thank you. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. Josh Yu, welcome back to Doki Literature Club. It's for the sake of the club, in impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Look at you two always going home together like that. Kind of adorable. Shush. Sayori, quit being adorable. Jeez, guys, don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Sayori? Spacing out. Okay. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to, Sayori fumbles with her words. Hold on, I gotta turn down this music in my head, bro. It's actually very loud for me. Okay, there we go. Okay. Let's just say that one day Yuri asked to walk home with you. Are we doing the festival part? It depends on how much time is between then and now. I try to go for about an hour per stream on this series, and so it just depends on how much I get to in an hour, because I do have to work the weekdays, so I only have so much time per stream. Let's just say that one day Yuri asked you to walk home with you. What would you do? Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down. Isn't she so beautiful and smart? That has nothing to do with what I just said. You admitted it. There's not any point in speculating something that's never going to happen. Maybe. I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know? Need you? Sayori. Can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. If you say so. Can't just lie to her. If there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. So I said there's no point in speculating. And again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Breath. Pain. Anxiety. Kiss. Broken. What? Disarray? I'm trying to get Yuri. That's what I'm trying to do. Disaster. I'm warning you when the festival happens. So the festival. Death. Really? That's a... So annoying. Tears. Disoriented. There we go. Grief. Scott. Should have chose Graveyard. Dark. What in the hell? Alone. Depression. Massacre. Unstable. It isn't good. Alright. The last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked into. Are you practicing piano again? Yeah. Must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano. Maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club won't be here if it wasn't for all of you. I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. Can't wait for the festival. I know someone who can. Poor Sayori. Huh? Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday? Yeah, I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. Sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Come on, are you saying you don't like squid? You of all people? I didn't say I don't like it. What do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica. That's not how you say my name at all. So that joke makes no sense in translation. Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyways. Excuse me. Sayori. Oh, there you are. Wave my hand in front of her face. Spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Everything alright? Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for saying things. Jeez, you worry about me too much. I'm fine. See. Oh my goodness. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Alright, if you say so. But the conversation is already dispersed with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. This might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading a little too much into it, but she seems a bit downcast today. I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Huh. Oh, hey babe. Thanks for coming. Maybe there is something on her mind, but I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, John. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. This time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything. No, it's important to me too. Yeah, I'm also friends with her. I also care about the well-being of my club members. Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. You sure? She seems like she wants to be left alone. You sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Uh, how on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much. Sayori talks about you more than anything else you know. She's been so much happier ever since you've joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. No way. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it always has been. You thought that maybe you've always seen her so cheerful because that's how she is when she's around you. Okay. Didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monika stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is. Watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her. She's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. With everyone else. But that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her? That I'm letting this weighed me down so much. Exactly. It feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. There's nothing I can do besides wait for Monika. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? Suddenly I notice Yuri peering at me from over her book, but she looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realize that she won't get anywhere like this. I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord, so I have no choice but to approach her myself. By now it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit in one next to her own. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't even do anything, but I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How are you even able to tell that I was thinking like that? Well, it's something that I do a lot, so it isn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything. Didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you were right. Sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are the only concern of those willing to willingly share in that concern. Of course, there are certain those who find most comfort in keeping to themselves. But if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen. It's not really that big of a deal. I was just feeling a bit easy about Sayori. She seems a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if it's something happened to her. That's quite romantic. Eh? Didn't mean to say something stupid. Not that. I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have been friends for a long time. That's all. Ah, I see. And perhaps it is unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much. The world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. And there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. So you think that there might be something behind it all after all, hmm? I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going on inside her head. She may not always know what she wants. Noticed her strange behavior today too. I also feel some concern for her. But in any case, it looked like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she? I guess that was the case. Sayori, she really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess, but you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes, a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves. And you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware were in you. That is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Yuri, You're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy. So I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. That's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. Anyways, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? No? As long as you're okay with it. Yeah. Should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. Uh, babe. This game ain't scary now. It's not scary now. It does get scary soon. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Who should I show my poem to first? Sayori. It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Yuri. I didn't write this for you. Oh, bullshit. That's not really what I meant, though. But it's okay. You're making new friends just like I was hoping. That makes me feel really happy. You're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. It's all that matters to me. Thank you, John. Sorry, something wrong? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Alright, just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? Go play with everyone else now. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sorry. Now I feel guilty, you know that? Sayori, come on, bro. That's not cool. Whatever. Next. Yeah, no thanks. You didn't even... Next. Okay, Nat's not in the mood. It's... I mean, yeah, obviously, though. She's tired. Yeah, right. I know. I've seen enough movies to know where this is going. Dude, Natsuki can kiss my ass, though. She could be like, yo, let me read this shit. Hey, come on, man. That's not cool. Yuri will at least appreciate my skills. Joan, your writing has only improved in these last few days. Every poem you've shown me has been nothing short of spectacular. I can really feel the emotions. I'm a little envious, even. I don't think it ever came to me this naturally. Maybe that's the wrong way to put it. This never did come naturally to me. But I've been able to prove so much thanks to you. You were really the example I was chasing after. Is that so? Yuri gently smiles to herself. This feeling. So glad I got the chance to share my writing. Never thought it would feel like this. Hey, she's smiling. Stop smiling like that, woman. Got a question, by the way. What if does it mean if you do live videos on here, but it don't show the playback video for your your channel? I remember you mentioning that yesterday. Can't believe that you're so good at something you've never even shared with anyone. It's kind of a shame. Maybe, but it's not like I really had a choice. What do you mean? During lunchtime, I eat by myself. Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. You'd say I really enjoy reading. That's one way to put it anyway. But Books are so full of amazing, inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with. People you just know would make a really good friend. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face. Or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day, you know. And those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type. And they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all. People will say that about me. I'm not a know-it-all, John. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings. All I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you that I really understood what was missing all this time. But I haven't really done anything. No, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful. That's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person, John. I speak too slowly. I second guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things, but every time, you've always treated me just like anyone else. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. But that's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy. I'm trying not to read the chat too much because I don't want any kind of spoilers whatsoever. Oof. I just feel really happy. See, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if other people don't see it that way, then screw them. You know, I joined this club hoping I would make friends. I would say I'd have at least one success. Wouldn't you, if you put it that way, yeah. We really are friends now, aren't we? Yuri puts her head in her hands. This time she's smiling and she does it. Do you want to show me your poem? Yeah, I do. Let me get it for you. Alright, you guys know how we do this. It's time to get out the story readings. Ghost Under the Light Part 2. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing in the distance, a blue-green light flickers. In the distance, a blue-green light flickers. Okay, that's where I was. A lone figure crosses its path, a silhouette obstructing the eerie glow. My heart pounds, the silhouette grows, closer, closer. I've opened my umbrella, casting a shadow to shield me from visibility, but I'm too late. He steps into the streetlight. I gasp and drop my umbrella. The light flickers. My heart pounds. He raises his arm. Time stops. The only indication of movement. It's the amber light flickering against his outstretched arm. Thank you, Anime Shadow 672, for chilling. How you doing? Thank you so much for coming on by. Not a spoiler, it's a theory. Not really any way I could know that. Let's give a warm welcome to our new friend over there. Thank you for coming, my dude. Teasing me for succumbing to this forbidden emotion. Have you ever heard of a ghost feeling warmth before? Giving up on understanding, I laugh. Understanding is overrated. I touch his hand. The flickering stops. Ghosts are blue-green. My heart is amber. Awesome. Finishing the poem, I start to hand it back to Yuri, but instead of taking it from me, she looks away. Do you dislike it? No, of course not. I just don't really know how I should respond. Despite Yuri's poem usually being cryptic, it wasn't hard to figure out what this one was about. I don't know if I'll be able to explain this one. That's fine. I understand this one. Yuri is having an even harder time speaking than usual. Does this one mean a lot to you? Not really good with words, but I'm happy that you shared it with me. So thank you. I hope we keep spending time together. Despite my inability to make eye contact, I see a faint smile emerge on Yuri's lips. I once again tried to hand the poem back to her, but instead, Yuri gently takes my hands and pushes them back towards me. I hesitate in response to her warm touch. You can, the poem is... Once again, Yuri fails to form a complete... She's so awkward. You mean I can keep it? I'd love to. Again, Yuri faintly smiles as if she doesn't want me to notice. You always make me feel nice. I know I'm not good with people, but I hope that I can return the favor sometimes. Yeah. Don't worry. I think you do a good job. Yuri finally turns back towards me. Guess we should move on before Monica says something. I'm sure we can talk later. Yeah, I'm sure we will. With that, Yuri timidly smiles at me, and I return to my seat so I can put her poem away. Who should I show my poem next? Monica. I'm still mad about Natsuki, bro. Okay, something just now decided to, like, disengage from my PC. What the frick? Ah, whatever. Hi, John. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people... I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. Whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. Trying to stop myself from telling spoilers. I can feel that it's definitely kind of hard, because this is one of those, like, this game has so much depth and so much, like, recognition, you know what I mean? I feel like it would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. Your style has gotten so refined, John. Mary's been teaching you a lot of things, hasn't she? Well, I guess so. I've been noticing how much time you spend with her. I think I've heard her say more words these past couple days than she's talked the whole year. Playing this game twice is until someone the whole game. Not sure how you did it, but that's pretty impressive. She just needs some patience and a way to talk about all the things in her head, I guess. I'm still getting the hang of it myself. You're certainly putting in a lot of effort. You must really like her. That's... Shut up, Monica! You know, you can shut up. That's what you can do. It's awfully suspicious, you know, spending time with her in the club room every day, reading that edgy novel with her. What? Bruh! Makes me want to make sure she doesn't spend all her time alone. That wasn't too bad either, you know. I get you, just be careful, alright? I know that Yuri isn't used to opening herself up, so something bad happens while she's vulnerable. That can be really hard for her. Her books aren't a total escape from reality. They're just bandage. Monica, you can shove it right up your popular girl. You know what? No. You know what? I don't care what your poem says. You can screw right off. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything. Let's hear your stupid tip of the day. Come on. Come on. Go ahead. I see. Never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we all had answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Monica, that's a little on the nose considering you are 2D animated, woman. Monica's writing tip of the day. Yeah. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're too afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or bad, I want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? It's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, you three, we're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out? Natsuki, bite me. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Even Yuri isn't even immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. Yuri, shut up, please. No. Yeah, she's pointing to Yuri on this one. Oof. Yuri, come on, bro. The only difference is that Sayori isn't here. Seems you're right. Sayori helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where did she run off to, anyways? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? Hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. Okay, I'm pretty sure Natsuki just wants to fight today. That's what she wants to do. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Huh? Curious expression coming from Yuri of all people. Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparation, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I don't know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes, but we might need a lot of them, and in different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself? Challenge. Bingo. Josh, you gets it. Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. As for Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, you're not! You're the most talented person here, you know. No, Natsuki's perfect. Never gave Sayori enough credit. I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. May be the case. But if I also can't be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know. You should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that. I love atmosphere. Uh-oh. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be wonderful help, Yuri. Anyway, that just leaves you, John. The one who is truly useless. Shut up. After Doki, I'll tell you what the games lead up to. Ooh. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. I'd probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You can always help me out as well. I'd really appreciate that. Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my new club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give to you. It's not like Monica's gonna give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Hey. I'm definitely not helping you. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. John may not like to be around you if you're only gonna make him out to be a nuisance. Thank you! John... Okay, so therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold up, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds like you're making excuses for John to... What are you saying? Oh, it will be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't... Just what do you think? Okay. Females, please. In the end, I think it's up to John to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know. So I'm sure he's interested in... Come on! Monica, then Yuri. Can we just sell this already? Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. So, on this, go Monica, then Yuri. Let me make sure I'm clear on this. Yep, okay, Monica. Hold on one second. Yeah, you're the one who needs the least help out of all of us. But I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already the most suitable for one person, but you already have Sayori as well. John was the one who... that doesn't matter. You're the one who scared him into picking you in the first place. You're the club president, Monica. You're supposed to make responsible decisions for him. That makes a lot more sense. You shouldn't let any ulterior motives interfere with this decision. Ulterior motives? What are you guys... Excuse me, otherwise this wouldn't have been made into such a big deal in the first. It's completely false, but... Oh my god. This is hilarious. We won't do as good of a job if you make us work alone. That's true. Think of the club, Monica. If we want our event to succeed, we need to appropriately distribute our resources. So you're going to do the right thing, President? Okay, I get it. I'll probably be most useful helping out Yuri. Sayori. Are you serious? Why would you... Natsuki, I'm ready to tell you you're about to say something mean. No, I was just saying... Ugh. So you'll be helping Yuri then, John? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sort of things. So your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking yourself? I mean, yeah. Or I said I'd be fine. She just doesn't like existence. Yep. Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sour. Is that everything we needed to go over? Yeah, that should about be it. Are you guys excited? Oh my goodness. I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Hold on, guys. I gotta get a drink here. Woof, my voice is killing me today. You feel the same way, John? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. Good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki! Is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No, that's not what I meant at all. Sorry for this. I don't really know why John picked me. So your cupcakes are the best I've ever had. They go really well with my tea. Nothing that I do for the event will compare to that, so I get it. Kind of surprised though. Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. You're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. You know I'm not very good at it. Sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken back by Yuri's words. When she already had trouble with words, trying to cheer someone else must be far out of her comfort zone. I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell she tried to say something Sayori would say at this time like this. Because Sayori always helped everyone smile and feel good about themselves. No, I kind of appreciated it. Sorry for making a big deal out of nothing. Let me say this. You better bet that my cupcakes are going to be the best part of the whole event. Possible to go to the festival and a little further. I do not know if it will be tonight. But, however, never figured out if Yuri was British. Yuri definitely has the look of somebody who would be British, doesn't she? Though I think, like, I hope to see everyone do their best. The next episode will be Friday night stream. So, even if we don't quite get to the festival today, then it will be the next episode, most likely. I mean, we're not very far away from it. But with that, there's nothing more for today, so I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. Turn around. Sorry, I realized I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. You're right. Can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes. Alright then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers. Okay, I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. Eh? My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. Just thought that I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense, but if you don't mind, I think I'd prefer going to your house. It won't be a problem. I decided not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter much either way, so I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. Hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. Not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, John. I think we'll make a very productive team. Even if you only chose me because you felt bad or something. But you don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult for me to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. Chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You want me to point out when you're overthinking, right? I didn't realize. I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks. Yuri! She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. As if it took her tremendous effort, finally says that and relaxed her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah. After that exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows. Can't believe this. Yuri is going to be coming to my house on Sunday. No! My anxiety shoots through the roof. I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point. There's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of school. More than that, she told me she was looking forward to it. Is this the chance I have to make something happen between us? Or is it too early for that? Only time will tell. But until then, I won't be able to take my mind off of it. I seriously can't wait. Woo! Oh my goodness, my freaking throat's killing me, bro. Oh man. Okay, let's see. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no real reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've been texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning a little more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? As I decided to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. We used to play so often that we made a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. The house is quiet. What's going on? Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's upstairs. It's really strange for her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom where I finally find her. Sayori? Hi, John. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? Guess you're right. It's been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. Came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. It's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today? Yeah, but how'd you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? That's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course, but I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. Ah, so it's just me and Yuri then. Yep. There's more silence. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. Finally get to the point. Just wanted to see how you were doing. You left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well, so... Sayori shakes. She smiles, shaking her head. It's no good, John. Eh? Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. This is just my punishment. I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Bro, stop doing that. Stop doing that. Sayori. What on earth are you saying? You listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. Tell me already. Been waiting for the stream in Doki panic. For the whole week. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Vaughn, but you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you, John? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. That's why I just want to make everyone happy, without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend, because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much I could do, I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, John. Why do you think I didn't tell you? So I told you, then you would have wasted effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes. It also feels like a bat being swung into my head. That's why I want so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. Oh, stop. My heart. My gosh. Dude, stop. Stop talking, Sayori. Then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club feels like a spear going through my heart, so that's why. That's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right, I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori, but I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, John, there's nothing. Nothing at all. The thing that could have helped us is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I only showed you what a horrible person I am. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. Then you came here and made you hurt too. Just weak and selfish. That's all I am. But I'm gonna accept these punishments, because I deserve every last one. This time I pull her into a tight embrace. John, Sayori, I don't care if you feel so. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. No. Don't do this to me. Please don't do this, John. All I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. If there's anything that you need me to do, then you better tell me. Get mad if you don't. I don't know. I don't know! Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, John. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. Your hugs are so warm. It's really scary, too. She does. So I let her go as well. The festival's tomorrow. Yeah. It's gonna be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? That's what I want. I promise. I think it would be nice then. Yeah. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Both days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you do that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. It's not enough. This would be a very good day for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. Hey, don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy, but it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri's about to come over too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. As I approach my house, I see that something makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri? Ah, thank goodness. You're a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time? Oh, I just got here. But I started to get really nervous when no one would answer the dollar bell. You always could have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home. I suppose that's true. Didn't think of that for some reason. Should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. Did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right. I'm sure it'll be fine. Take Yuri to my room. First thing she does is glance around curious, which makes me feel anxious. So clean. I cleaned it before you came over, so that's right, you consider it. I would be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you were here. I do enjoy cleaning. Would have gladly helped you clean. That would be... Don't look in there. I'm sorry. I'm thinking for some reason. I'm just facing this side. Should we get started? Oh, yes. I have a few things planned that you can help me with. Decoration and other atmospheric enhancements. You know, mood lighting, aromatherapy candles. Oh wow. I didn't... Oh no. Oh my goodness, that's great. Of course, I want to help take our guests to a faraway place. Although many will stop by just out of curiosity. And for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Intense? Guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. Something that I like about you, actually. That's so. Makes me feel relieved. And happy. No need to be so anxious. You can relax a little. Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I was just going to use them during the poetry event. Like what? Let's see. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I planned to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you? Yeah, that'd be really neat. What's that wooden thing, though? Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. I actually have one of those that just, like, hang around my neck. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Not familiar at all. That's so. It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils and herbs you choose, you change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. Are you trying to get... Yeah, I kind of figured it was one of those games. Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to spout through a hole on the top. It smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for? Jasmine. Wait, Jasmine is... You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think it will be perfect for sharing your poems? Does sound suitable. You seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into the bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for? Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get? Yeah, I have it over here. We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I'd like to do is write a word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them. Oh yeah, what will those be used for? I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang it from the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It'll also catch the eye of those passing the room. It attracts them to peek inside. That's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri. Is that so? I suppose I do get a little intense, as you put it. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. It's so funny, just because, like, I know for a fact that this game is messed up. And it's just like, oh, is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. Here's a marker, John. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbon. Alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon into desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. The silver handle has an intricate pattern from the blade etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. Looks really fancy. Ah, well. Embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're gonna think it's weird. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. Each their own. Do you promise you won't be weirded out? Thing is, I'm kind of into nose. They're just so pretty. Can't help it. Oh no, it's what it is. Combination of craftsmanship to feeling of danger, maybe. Bruh. What am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you got about sharing. It's, well, an interesting thing to be into, I guess. I think it kind of suits you. Suits you. It's kind of intense. Since it's a really cool looking knife, I can't deny that. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. The handle facing me. I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife. Oh, John, why did you do that? I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it at all. It's my fault, I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no. Ah. You're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Feel her tongue curl around my finger. Oh, please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. That's so hilarious. I'm sorry. Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. If she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon. Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do. John, did you really just do that? Now we're even. I knew that would be a bad idea. You're so weird, John. Eh? You're calling me weird. I had no response. Where do you keep your bandages. I don't think I need one, actually. It was a tiny cut. Look, it already stopped bleeding. I see. That's really... I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. I wonder why she said knives when the game it's a psychological horror game. This is just... After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. Looks better than I expected and will be very effective as a door curtain. Looks great. And then coming up with this, Yuri. Oh, thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna go ahead and say, speaking of what is on my mind, I'm afraid I am gonna have to leave you with this episode at an end. Remember, next episode of Doki Doki Literature Club, Friday night. So, if you guys want to see some more Doki Doki Literature Club, y'all know what you gotta do. Come on and tune in to the next episode. So, yep. This actually was supposed to go up yesterday, but I got way too tired to do the episode. Friday that will not happen because I will be resting a lot more between then and now. Thank you so much for the suggestion from Josh Yu to play this game, and also for coming on by along with Emerald Nerd, my girl herself. And also thanks to Haas and Anime Shadow for going ahead and following. And with that, my name's been John. I've played myself once again. Peace now. Let's go ahead and just hit that save real quick. Boom. Well, awesome. See you guys next time.